Geez, this is now take 3 because I accidentally hit the end button instead of the pause button. Uh, basically, Spencer video delayed technical difficulties with editing software, mainly because I have not had time to work on it. I've been kept getting called into work. It's stuff like that. I have not had time to fix it, but we do have a haul video from the 17th and 18th. No, 17th and 21st. First up, the 1992 Buick Roadmaster. These were the last great station wagons ever built by General Motors and anyone. In the 1990s, the Ford Taurus wagon did exist. However, it was a small front-wheel drive economy car. And then they shoved a V8 into the show model because Ford. But this guy was the last true... I think these things were almost 16 or 18 feet long. Yeah, these are awesome. If you have one or can find one, highly recommend it, especially the later ones, because this one is the 1992 model. I believe from 1995 till they stopped production, you could get these with the LT that was in the the C4 Corvette. Granted, it had iron heads, not aluminum heads, so it only made about 370-ish horsepower. But still, it was the LT out of the C4 Corvette. 992, these things came with like a 5-liter V8, and then which only made like 180, and then they dropped a 5.7 into this thing, making, I think, like 215-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. So they were a little bit underpowered, but oh god, the luxury. Oh my god, the luxury. These things were the true last Luxo barges ever made. And this one is the Matchbox one from 2024. That come in the funky, all cardboard packaging. So, moving parts, new for 2024, stands up. If you have the diecast in there, comes in this weird little sleeve thing, I guess. You just sort of slot it in, and then when you get home, you can either just don't don't bang it on the table. It's got these little 2 wheels. You just push it out, and there you go. And a little bit broke. Okay, that's fine. Anyhow, because it's in the moving parts series, the doors open, revealing this lovely all-plastic interior that you can barely see because of the lighting, and these lovely, actually molded door panels in molded mirrors. Is that... Oh, no, just the way the camera... I thought they'd molded like a little thing for the mirror. But nope, mirrors are on there. They open with the car door, which is nice. Being the last Luxo barges, they, of course, have a rear seat on them. And the detail on this guy is insane. Not only do you have detailed front headlight, grille, and a license plate that says Buick on there, and the Buick word on the grille. Coming to the side here, aside from the little paint chip, got all the fake wood paneling your heart could desire, along with a chrome trim and fender skirts that look better when you have the car, when you have a little car and wheels. And then a detail they didn't have to include but did, and I love it, is if the camera focused, that actually says Roadmaster. I can't make out the text under it, but yeah, it says Roadmaster there. And then again on the tailgate. Of course, you got detailed taillights and a keyhole for the trunk. That is something they did not have to do, but they did, and I love it. Of course, you got that part is a little plastic insert. So the rear bumper is sadly a plastic insert. And so is the front one. But the body is all metal. And that is so nice. They didn't do like half the body metal. No, they did the full thing. This is all metal except for the base and the bumpers. 9 out of 10 diecast. I love me my 90s cars, as evident by the many 90s diecast cars I have. Shout out to Misto for making the 2nd gen Dodge Dakota. Yeah, I love me my 90s curvy cars, and this is definitely a 90 curvy car. This is full bubble, and I love it. Of course, the Chevy Capri shares the same platform and body, so I think Cadillac had their own thing, but good gosh, no, you cannot go wrong with the Buick Roadmaster. Now, the next score came in the mail today. This is Reb Meeker, the number 36 car from Cars 3, who replaced Eugene Karporeski and was replaced by the next gen. This is the China variant of the car, and he uses the Bobby Swift mold. Forgot the name of this thing, but I mean, I don't have a whole lot of those molds, so here's the other cars I have with them. It's a pretty good mold. I quite like it. It's lovely detail. Of course, he's got bubbles all over him. He's got his tank coat sponsor. He's got this little lines here that I quite like. He's got, he's just covered in pink. This is basically Pepto-Bismol of the Cars universe. He's got a little brake cooler there, another brake cooler on that side. He's got a little smile. He's got his little headlights. Overall, I just think this guy is a little cute car, and I love him. Shout out to the guy who sold me this for like $4 on the Mr. Docket Discord server. If you're watching, thank you for letting me buy this off you. Yeah, this is one of the best releases that 2017 had, aside from the 4-wheel drive and Nitroid cars, which I have still yet to track down the Nitroid car. Anyhow, I'm very, very happy to have this guy in my collection. Solid 10 out of 10 Piston Cup racer right here. Like, you can't go wrong with the China variant of this guy. I don't have the Thailand variant, but still, really solid model right here. Next up, I was at Walmart today, and I saw that they had the GRC. Let me pull the camera up, put this guy back. Carla Veloso here on the nice card back. And I did a bit more digging, and they had the GRC Shu Todoroki. So here is his card in that. And I did a bit more digging, and they had the GRC Francesco Bernoulli. And then, of course, they had the GRC Lightning McQueen, and they had about 2 of each of these guys, except for Shu. They only had one of Shu. So this is going to be an unboxing of all of these guys and a review of all of these guys. So far, let me just get the camera out. So far, these all look very nice. I love the fact that they all have their numbers. Aside from Lightning McQueen, like Francesco gets the nice GRC, Shu gets a nice GRC, Carla gets a nice GRC, and McQueen just has a boring 95. Granted, he's got a GRC in the corner, but still, like, come on. It's just 95. He's got, like, if I can find, yeah. He's already got multiple GRC logos on him. Yeah. Yeah, this, I won't be opening this one. I'll be opening up these 3 goobers, because I have, that's the Roadmaster. I already have this guy loose. So we're going to review him anyway. I tried to do a review of him. It turned out horribly. But, let me get the camera back. Alright, now we can open these guys. Before I do so, it's it's the card backs are pretty interesting. So every card back, the cars on the cards line, you have like the collect them all. So on Lightning McQueen and Francesco, it's just Lightning McQueen and Francesco. This is Francesco. Here is McQueen, and yeah, just those two. But on Shu and Carla, it has, Carla on there for Shu on there for Carla. It does not have any of the other releases of the GRC cards that we have gotten this year. Now let's go ahead and open these buzzers up. So there's Carla. There's Shu. Keep Lightning McQueen in his packaging. Get Francesco. Alrighty. Just the camera here. That's good enough. And grab McQueen. And reposition, because I have a new mattress and it is cutting into my back and my recording spot. Yeah. Alright, here we are. Here is everybody. And first of all, these guys look amazing. Starting off with Lightning McQueen here. Yeah. So I don't have a Cars 2 McQueen to compare this guy to. The best I have is Cars 1 McQueen. The Thailand variant with sign. Expression is pretty good. I quite like the expression on this guy. The paint job is very nice on this guy. I like what they did here. How they have the lightning stripe on his driver's side. But the passenger side, the lightning stripe starts where the other one does. And then goes and it curves over the hood, the roof, and it ends on the hood. I actually really like that. I don't think there's ever been a lightning stripe to do that. They've all just sort of started on the fender, on the rear fender, and ended just shy of the front fender. Except for on the Road McQueen, where it sort of starts under his window, and like fades into existence. And I completely forgot about Rusty's McQueen, which has 2 lightning bolts on the hood. I just love this guy. I love this paint. I love everything about this guy. He'll get a review, hopefully someday. Anyhow, GRC McQueen. I am a little disappointed with the spoiler. It is just a plastic insert, though I think it's always been that way on every Cars 2 McQueen. I'm really digging the hood. I'm a sucker for cars with black hoods. So I'm really digging the black, blue, and white paint scheme the GRC line's going for. I love how this lightning bolt, it doesn't actually end where a normal McQueen lightning bolt ends. It actually ends just before his front bumper, which is really neat. He doesn't have the lightning bolts on his fenders, but hey, neither does On the Road McQueen. Yeah, this is a solid release. Of course, GRC is legible there, GRC is legible there, GRC is legible on the hood. The entire side of his car, passenger side of the car is GRC. Contingency sponsors, not so much. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. I love the fade the red does in a dark red for the spoiler. I love the decals on this guy. I love the paint job. I really like a lot about this guy. Solid 9 out of 10 model. Next up, we have Carla Veloso. Now, the only World Grand Prix racer I ever had as a kid was Francesco Bernoulli, so this is uncharted waters for me. She looks like she's based off of, she looks like one of the hypercars from Le Mans, endurance racing, and she has this lovely green that fades into blue with yellow accents. Of course, you have the GRC on the spoiler, the GRC there, and the GRC on this side. She actually has taillights, which is pretty cool. Oh, it actually says GRC under the spoiler, Global Racer Cup. Nothing on her hood. The yellow wheels really pop. A lot of yellow going on with this one. Overall, just a really good car. I like the shape. The only thing that's sort of meh, or the headlights are done. I would have done them cleaner. It sort of looks like those inset headlights you can get for like an FDRX7 or something like that. Which she does sort of resemble if the cockpit was a bit wider. But for a single-seater car, it actually looks pretty good. I love the little these on the spoiler, though they don't really gun anything. I actually quite like this one. I'd say it's about a solid 9 out of 10. The decals it's Thailand, so they're a bit blotchy in some spots. Other than that, solid release, like 8 out of 10. Next up is Shu Todoroki, and talk about a Lamar car. Wow. He's got the fenders, he's got the shape, he's got sort of like the teardrop. With, like Carla and McQueen, the spoiler's a plastic insert. He's got basically like a fishtail, like an old Porsche. Got a diffuser. Got red rims. He's got GRC on both sides. I don't think it says... Yeah, it says Global Racers Cup on his spoiler instead of GRC. He keeps... I don't know what that says in Japanese and a number 7, though I do like the little blue outline on the Japanese flag there. Really rocking the flame job. I quite like the flame job, how it goes like from the spoiler on one side of the car. A lot of asymmetrical stuff with McQueen his bolt and Shu with his fire on the right side of each car. The headlights, a little bit to be desired. Expression's alright. I'm not sure what the normal Shu Todoroki expression is, but hey. I do like how the black fenders really pop on the white car with the red here. Like, that looks good. Oh, and this guy does have sponsors. Can I read them? Oh, yeah, they're legible. For a Thailand car, legible? That's something you'd never heard of. Rev, Ride, Rivoli, Petrolia. Only thing I'm not too keen on is, was it like that on Carla? Where'd I put Carla? It was not like that on Carla. The only thing I'm not too keen about is how the window is the same color as the car, but it's plastic, so it's not color matched. Sort of like these abominations from last year. How the window, the big windows on the back of the cars just looked so bad. But it's not too bad on Shu. I just sort of wish it was gray like every other Cars diecast I have. Like even this guy, it's gray. Todd back here, it's gray. The China variant Todds are black, but hey, it's at least not the same color as the car. Still a solid 9 out of 10. I think I like the color scheme a lot better. There's just something about the green and the yellow doesn't really mesh well with all the other cars. It's sort of like white, black, and red aesthetic. Other than that, quite good actually. I quite like this. I'd say it's a 7. No, 8.5 out of 10. It'd be a 9. These windows really kill it for me. Next up, we got Francesco Bernoulli, which I do have his old, clapped out with a paint chip 2012 release of. Sadly, it's not the Chow McQueen release, but hey. So, comparing this off, I'd say the black goes hard. The black goes hard. I love the freaking blue on the splitter here. He's got his number 1, which kind of hard to read. Classic Francesco. It's a solid black, but they wanted to keep the blue aesthetic. All the other the front number on Shu was black. He still keeps the Rotelli tire joke, which is pretty cool. What was it say there? Yeah, it does keep the Rotelli pasta stuff. It has this sort of weird hexagon thing that sort of fades onto the red and white. There's a little cockpit there, and then it goes green coming to the back of the car, and then continues on to the spoiler. The wheels are amazing. The front ones are red to match the front of the car, and the back ones are green to match the rear of the car. That's something that I think would have looked a bit nicer on Carlo, where it would have been... The yellow works on the front, but I think like a darker color would have worked on the back. He keeps his Italian flag colors. Of course, in Cars 2, he had a white spoiler for the white, and then white accents, red body, and green accents. Here, he's literally just the color of the Italian flag. Like, he's got the green, red, and the red tricolor. The body is metal. The suspension is plastic, and I believe this end bit is plastic. Oh, it doesn't have a taillight? Might have a taillight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not detailed back there. What do you know? And a random speck of blue on his tailpipe. But he has the GRC logo. GRC logo on both sides. He has GRC number 1. Same side sponsors as Shoe. Carla does have those side sponsors. Right there. So they're basically illegible. He does have these little mirror thingies that are molded in. His intake is painted red on the front for some reason. Okay, it's like that on the old one. His eyeballs are a plastic insert, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. Makes it easier to change the expression. Spoiler's also plastic, though it actually looks really good. They did the color matching black with the black pretty good. This bozo is held together by screws, so expect this guy dismantled in a week. My old one? My old one's not like that, so I can't take it off. I can't see how it looked with red tires back there. Overall, like, solid 10 out of 10. I think I like the color scheme a lot better on this one than the Cars 2 Francesco. I think it does the Italian flag look a lot better. Next up is 2 eBay scores from Grail Keepers on eBay. I'll leave a link. He's got a lot of good stuff. He's got a lot of U-picks. He's got one of these bozos, a Rev and Go racer, for $83, which is the cheapest I've ever seen these go for. So if you need a Rev and Go racer, he's the guy. I'll leave a link in his eBay store. I'll leave a link in his eBay store. He gets a special shout out. He gave me a sticker. I love this thing. I don't know what McQueen this is based off of, but I love this thing. He gave me a sticker. I shall charge it forever. Renius, hold the sticker. But he had the 2021 release of Jimmy Cables, and something that will stay in the packaging because I'm not sure how rare it is the Golden Lightning McQueen on international packaging. For some reason. Jimmy Cables is not like that. Weirdly, it has Jimmy Cables on the box. For some reason, because Jimmy Cables. This Gold McQueen is basically a Thailand variant of the Rust Ease McQueen. Just gold in a metallic, in special, and fabulous. Yeah, he's Flash McQueen. He's Golden Lightning McQueen. Not much to say other than he's gold. I guess. I just didn't have this one, and I think it'd be fun to have him. Now the one we're actually getting to open up. Jimmy Cables here is the number 00 intersection car. Let me go ahead and crack this boy open. He is in 2021 packaging, so you do still have the plastic blister. That's getting immediately thrown away. But here we go, Jimmy Cables. Yay! I actually really like this car. I believe Intersection is a dating app in the Cars universe. Yeah, to bring autos together. He is the number 00 car, so he is the lowest numbered car I have, Piston Cup Racer, there is. To my knowledge, there may be just a single zero racer in Doc's glory days. I don't have all those, so I'm not sure if it exists. But he is the Brick Yardley mold. So yeah, he's got basically the same expression as Brick Yardley, just with the grill of the four-wheel drive racer, I think. Yeah, same sponsor, different grill. So this is the Thailand variant release of this guy. I'm not sure if he ever got released from China. It's a pretty good car. I sort of like how it has darker colors on the hood, lighter colors on the tail. It's sort of weird how only the top has the shading on it. The rest is just plain, though it does get darker the lower you get on the car. I do like the little road that goes from his rear, from his taillight to his fender, and then to his front bumper. He does not have the little grill intake. Now, like I say, he does have the same grill as... no, he does not. It is separate grills. All right. So he has his own little special grill here. Thailand variant. Mildly legible. Contingency sponsors. The black tires, the black rims actually do look pretty good. Though I am a sucker for black steelies on anything. Does Brick Yardley have black? No, he has green. Anyhow, pretty good. It does still have the jack points. I don't think I have a Thailand variant of this mold, so it's pretty neat to have Thailand variant. All mine are China variants. Solid, like 9 out of... I'd say 8 out of 10. Still, I'm not too keen on how, that the fade is only for the top and not the entire car. The decals look pretty good. You've got the little heart there. You've got the little heart there. You've got the little intersection logo right there on this back. It looks pretty good overall around. I quite like Jimmy Cable's. He's got the little camera there. Overall, I'd say 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Could be better. Could be worse. One of the better Piston Cup racers. So here's the entire haul. Oh, wait, no. Here is the entire haul for mid-October. Thank y'all for watching. Thank the eBay seller for the sticker. And thank you to the guy for selling me this for $4. This has been Dave. Next video will be about trains. It will not be the Spencer video. It will be a video covering everything I saw today with trains. So that was one CSX yard move, CMC yard move, northbound CSX, and some NS Jeeps. Now, this has been Dave. Tune in for next time.